What is the cross applications? In this video we are going to discussing about the cross applications, like one partner system to another partner system to transfer the data. Okay, cross applications are two types, like a synchronized data transfer and asynchronized data transfer. In synchronized data transfer, like RFC and BAPIs, I already discussing about the RFCs and BAPIs. Now next, asynchronized data transfers, like ALE IDocs. So in ALE IDocs, following asynchronized data transfer, like SAP to SAP, or for an example SAP to SAP, like ALE, like application list enable. By using at the level of starting implementation, we are using the EDI subsystems. That EDI subsystems is converting to that particular file into the customers or vendors. That vendors will transfer the file into the EDI subsystem. That EDI subsystem converting to the SAP doc, then transfer into the SAP system. Okay. So ALE means application link enable. Exactly what is cross application? Here the partner system can access the logic data from the other partner system. Here we can supporting to the technology and functional integration among the multiple independent systems. Here we can enable to the link between the different applications. That concept is implemented by the different technology. Earlier the SAP used like EDI technology implemented by the CA. That EDI means the electronic data interchanges. It is non-SAP technology. The foreign technologies for SAP. The EDI has been maintained to the EDI subsystems. The communication between the different business trade partners like customers, vendors, by using the SAP. So that customers may be Java, vendors may be the results. It will transfer to the EDI subsystem. That EDI subsystem is going to the SAP by using the SAP doc. Now next, realize the SAP designing its own technology like ALE, application link enable, to the making the communication between the different SAP systems. For example, to overcome to the EDI, like SAP to the ALE to the production to the ALE to the sales, like a company to company 1 to company 2. So for example, the company to company we have to use in the EDI. So now next, the most important to note in the EDI is in the transferring the data at the company level. The ALE is the transferring data within the company level. So within the SAP technology, the ALE means it's SAP own integration technology. It is using the technology difference between the SAP system to the SAP system only. Its own syntax, simultaneously transferring the data. Since the technology data will be transferred at the application server level, it was named like ALE. So in ALE we can transfer the data difference between the SAP system from the versions also. So in ALE we can transfer the data using to the changing the point, like a pointer to the different filter technologies. So in SAP to SAP you can transfer by using the IDocs format. For example, SAP to non-SAP by using the IDoc doc, we give that particular mediator like XAPI tools, like exchange infrastructure, like in process of information. Really using the IDocs is containing the transformation data. What is the IDoc exactly? What is the IDoc? It is a SAP own document format. It will be in ASCII format. The data of an IDocs will be continues the string format. IDoc can be defined by using the data type is known as IDoc. So what is IDoc type? It is a group of segments. IDoc type means it is a group of segments. Each segment, group of fields is available like properties. Each segment generally corresponding to one database table. So for example, IDoc type, there are three types of IDocs, like a standard IDoc, custom IDoc, and extendable IDoc. So in each segment there are different database tables is available. So each IDoc there are different types of segments is available. So from one IDoc can be the generating multiple IDocs. The IDoc is similar to the data type. The IDoc is similar to the version, similar to the variables. In SAP we have so many standard IDoc types is available, like DevMas 1 and so DevMas 1 to DevMas 2, DevMas 2, DevMas 3, DevMas 4, DevMas 5, DevMas 6 is a customer data. So for example, KMA1 is a Kunar name and ORT0. It converting to the internal format data from IDoc is a database table, like a CREMAS 01, CREMAS 02, CREMAS 03, CREMAS 04, 05, 06 is the vendor data. So 01, 02 it's a versions, like a non-MATMAS is the material data. So material data like MATMAS 1, MATMAS 2, MATMAS 3 as well as 6. So orders like sales and purchasing order data, like it's one type of standard IDoc types. Now next we are going to how IDoc types can see. Then I open my SAP Access, go to W30, see the object name, provide Digma01, click on C. In DevMos, the runtime combination of IDocs and IDoc structures, each IDoc is assigned with a 16-digit unique number. 16-digit unique number. So each IDocs contains three types of records, like data records. So what is data records? These contains data to be transferred to the IDocs is the segment details. These records are defined within the standard IDoc. So one IDoc can be the multiple data records. Okay. Now next, control records. It maintains the partner's details, and EDIDC is a structure of control record. Is one IDoc can be only just control record, like status record. This is the maintenance status record, and IDoc is different types like IDoc. So EDIDS like a structure is standard records. One IDoc has a multiple standard status record. For example, ALE maintain the standard record status code like 0 to 55. So in 0 to 45 means or receiver for the sending IDoc like outbound process. 50 to 75 received for the receiving IDocs like inbound process. So you can check the TED 54, the table, all available status codes are available. DDIDC table, all generating IDocs is available. So now next we are going to discussing about message type. What is a message type? So you can see this is the IDoc type. I want to see that message type. Before going to what is the message type, it is defines the types of data to be transferred through the IDocs. Is an ALE partner system can be the request and generating the process cost and IDoc using the message type only. The IDoc is all message type, like you can see the T code W81. All message IDocs is available. So in IDoc type is a structure of the data. To SAP have many standard message type like message type and description. Like see, this is all message types, as well as this thing also like a DevMos is a customer master data, and CMOS is a vendor master data, MATMOS is a material master data, Cosmos is a cost of center master data, orders like sales order and purchase order master data. All links are message type. Is the doc type is W82. So this is the W80. You can see that all message types, it will be linked to the particular IDoc. I will check how to check that message type into the IDoc type. W82. See, each message type is connecting between the particular IDoc type. So an IDoc must be the linked with one message type. An IDoc must be linked with one message type. So you can see the table for all message type like EDMSG. Now next, EDIMSG is a table for all message types are linked with IDocs. That is the table. In ALE we have to transfer data from the client to one server to the client through the another server, or client of one server to the client some of the servers. Each client must be assigned with the alias names, like alias names, logical system names. How to define the logical systems I will show you. So in runtime components of IDocs, like a 16-digit IDoc number, like a data record and control record status, already we discussed that one. In data records like a segment details and EDID structures and many data records. Now in control records like partner details and EDI structures, only one control record. Like on a status record, there are different types of status records at different stages. In EDIDC structure, multiple status records. So If you want to check that inbound outbound process, go to W05. So all IDoc list is available, whether that status. Today there is no IDocs. I already sent some IDocs, I will show you. So note that IDoc supports asynchronous data transfer only. See, there are you can see the status also. We done some IDocs also. So some of the errors you can do that. How to do that, all those things I will show you. IDoc supporting the asynchronous data transfer only. Transfer customer master data from the client 800 to the 810. Record the IDoc types like a type01. So outbound process. First of all, outbound process. Login this particular client. This is 800 client. Yeah. So just SALD is the T code. So define the assign logical system. Okay. Click on extend the basic settings. Now next, extend the logical systems. Okay. Now next, define the logical system. Click on enter. We can provide new logical system, but I already created. Just click on new entries and provide your logical system names like already created. So if you want to do like this, see, fill all required entries are correct. So already existing same key. Our intention is the logical systems. LS 800 sys1, LS 810 is sys2. So and provide so now we can use that particular assign logical systems in the client as well as now T code is select particular client, click on or you can provide this particular client. Already I have given this one. Now next go to SM59. This is the port creation. So click on ABAP connections. can create RFC destination. I already given this RFC destination like LS810. Connection type provide description and technical settings, all those things you can do it. Next, code creation. The RFC destination is completed in SM59. Again check SM59. This is the RFC connection. You can cross check. See LS810 details. This is the details. Now next we are going to create some code creations like W21. In W21 click on transactional RFCs, click on create. I already created a lot of transactions. Create one more transaction. Select the code type. Generating the port name. Name was name. Click on enter. Yeah, this is our port number. It will be generated automatically. Now my intention, provide RFC destination. There are different types of RFCs available. So our RFC is LS810. So already we find the logical destination. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Now next, step 1, 2, 3 can be the continuous settings and IDocs, the partner system also. So now next we are going to discussing about distribution model and model view. Filter the maintenance and status of partner specification message type. Now go to BD64. Go to BD64. Specific message type like view. Click on change mode. Yeah. As well as inbound configuration also like that. Support creation already done. Distribution model also has been done. So in distribution model we can create provide a description, technical name like demo is available. Demo is available. Click on demo. Add message type. Sender is ls 800. Receiver ls 810. Message is type like tech mass. Message type is already existed. Already exists now. Can change that mask. Message type is unknown. Messages are available. Basically this is the one-time job, that's why I already given this all those things, that's why it is showing some of errors. Next, now click on save. Generating partner profile. Provide a partner system name like ls 810. In outbound mode, so in outbound mode, select the transfer item immediately. Now next click on execute. No message has been defined the selection condition in the mode. So this is the message. I'm going to go back. As well as I log in 810 client. User go to W20 partner profile. Select partner type ls. Provide partner info. Already I have given some partner info. Otherwise you can create. Save and scroll down. Inbound partners, you can select this one, then automatically will ask for partner roles and all those things. Provide your message types like demos and user code also develop. You can't save. See, inbound table is already exist. So partner role. The system on because you back fetch it. Now next will be open the identify the IDoc input the mass is open. So then the film will be open. Go to W42. Is the inbound process. Next we can check inbounds. Positions. Next BD12. The 800 kind now we are going to the BD12. So provide customer name. Send customer details in the video call. So outbound type is demos. Execute. Status is created. Provide logical system is mandatory. Let's wait. Now next we are going to W05. So this is IDoc is generated. Extended that you can see the status. So status records, so the status records like 01, 02. As well as you can check here W05 because we are not creating anything, we already created something. So my dog this will become, this is the bone. So you can see that record data records, shadow records, all those things is successfully. Now this is So this application is posted and always inside of refresh. Now go to ID03 and you can check. So data will be displaying automatically information, same data into the 800 clients also. This is the standard IDocs. This is the standard IDocs.